Number 1. The 1980 Pontiac Firebird, listed for $9,500 and located in Roanoke, Virginia. There's something timeless about the 1980 Pontiac Firebird. That unmistakable long hood, the sleek fastback lines, and the low growl of a classic American V8 that instantly brings back the golden age of muscle. This particular Firebird, showing just 58,000 original miles, has been lovingly kept in a garage for the past 3.5 years, protected from the elements and treated more like a prized companion than just a car. Under the hood lies a strong 350 cubic inch V8, paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a combination known for durability, torque, and that smooth, confident pull when you hit the throttle. Both the engine and transmission have only about 20,000 miles on them, meaning this car has plenty of road still ahead. The owner and his best friend have spent countless hours fine-tuning, restoring, and dialing in performance to make it the dependable cruiser it is today. Every inch of this car tells a story of care and attention, from the polished finish that's only ever seen gentle hand washes, never rain, to the clean lines and well-preserved body. This Firebird radiates pride of ownership. Sure, it's not flawless. There's a small valve cover leak, a minor blemish, and an otherwise remarkable example of late 70s and early 80s Pontiac engineering. But the seller's honesty about that only underscores how genuine this listing is. Inside, the Firebird keeps that classic driver's feel, low-slung seating, wide dash, and that unmistakable view over the hood. The car's mechanicals have been kept up, and the result is a solid, confident ride that's just as happy cruising Main Street as it is showing off at a local car meet. This isn't just a used car. It's a piece of Americana, a survivor from a decade when style met attitude, and every drive was an experience. The owner's passion shows in every detail, and now it's ready for its next caretaker. Someone who'll fire up, listen to that throaty V8 rumble, and keep the legend alive. At $9,500, this Firebird offers a perfect mix of originality, power, and care. A garage-kept gem that's been loved, maintained, and is truly ready to hit the open road once again. Number 2, the 1976 Chevrolet Vega Cosworth, listed for $10,000 and located in Thousand Oaks, California. Every once in a while, a car surfaces that captures a unique moment in American automotive history, and the 1976 Chevrolet Vega Cosworth is exactly that. Built in limited numbers, this car was Chevrolet's ambitious attempt to merge American muscle with European performance precision, and today, it's a rare survivor that represents the golden age of experimental engineering from Detroit. Under the hood lies the heart of what made this car special, a twin overhead cam 2.0-liter four-cylinder, engineered in collaboration with the legendary Cosworth in England. Made it to a 5-speed manual transmission, it was a high-revving, lightweight sports coupe designed to compete with imports from across the ocean. With only 51,700 miles, this Vega Cosworth has spent most of its life preserved, tucked away under an apartment garage for 31 years, sheltered from the harsh California sun until it was brought back to life in 2023. Now, it runs beautifully and even passes California smog, a testament to how well it's been cared for. The car has seen a careful revival, featuring a rebuilt rear end, a new radiator, rebuilt fuel tank and pump, and fresh tires, all ensuring it's ready for the road once again. Every mechanical detail was gone through with a preservationist's touch, not a hot trotter's hand, keeping it as true to the original as possible. The owner even has extra original parts, including the spare fuel tank, the original jack and spare tire, and something truly special, a promotional GM hatchback camping tent, complete with the original logo and instruction sheet. There's even a factory overhaul manual and a second set of rims, making this not just a car, but a curated piece of collectible history. Step inside, and you'll find that signature 70s interior charm. Simple, purposeful, and remarkably intact for its age. Even the clock still ticks, a small but delightful reminder of just how well this car has survived. The Cosworth Vega isn't your typical classic. It's a conversation piece, a milestone in American engineering, and a symbol of innovation during an era when automakers dared to dream beyond tradition. With its low mileage, originality, and completeness, this one is a time capsule. The kind of car you don't just buy, you preserve at $10,000. It's an opportunity to own a rare piece of Chevrolet history, a car that once turned heads for its technology and today does so for its rarity. Few classics can say the same.
Still cold. So the shifter.
Number 3. The 1969 Buick Skylark Coupe 2D, listed for $10,000 and located in North Hollywood, California. Now here's a car that perfectly captures the muscle era's mix of attitude and elegance. The 1969 Buick Skylark, reimagined as a GS350 clone. This isn't your average weekend cruiser. It's a car built by someone who clearly knows their way around a wrench and had a vision for performance, precision, and old-school style. Under the hood lies the soul of the build, a 350 Buick V8, enhanced with T/performance upgrades, including a performance cam, intake starter, and valve covers. It's a setup that gives this car real muscle, a true street-ready heartbeat that fires up with ease. The owner admits it could use just a bit more tuning. When the pedal hits the floor, it stumbles slightly, but that's part of the charm of a classic like this. It's running, driving, and just waiting for the next enthusiast to dial it in perfectly. This Skylark's engine has seen some serious love, with a rebuilt top end, ported heads, and an entirely new valve train, giving it fresh lungs and a crisp tone through its custom 2.5-inch exhaust with thrush mufflers. It's not just about power, though. The suspension setup transforms how this car handles. You got Speedway tubular A-arms, QA1 coilovers, drop spindles, and 11-inch front discs, all with less than 500 miles on them. The braking system is equally refreshed with a new master cylinder and booster, so it stops as confidently as it moves. Structurally, this Buick has had all the right repairs, new roof, trunk, and seat floors, giving it a solid foundation that's ready for years of cruising. And sitting on those American Racing 200S wheels wrapped in brand new tires. It's got that timeless pro touring stance that commands attention, whether it's parked in Meat or rolling down Ventura Boulevard. Inside and under the skin, the attention to detail continues. With an American auto wire harness, a refreshed transmission equipped with shift kit, box rear control arms, and new performance bushings throughout. It's built for someone who appreciates the combination of vintage style and modern drivability. Sure, it's not perfect. It's a project that's 95% there, but that last 5% is exactly what makes owning a car like this so rewarding. This isn't a trailer queen. It's a driver's machine, one with history, presence, and performance potential to spare. At $10,000, it's an incredible opportunity to grab a true 60s muscle icon, reborn with upgrades that make it ready for the modern road. A Buick with bite, a car that stands out from the usual Chevelles and Mustangs, and one that's ready for its next chapter with someone who will take it the rest of the way. Number 4. The 1985 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale Brougham Coupe. Listed for $12,900 and located in Rocheron, Texas. Here's a true survivor from the golden age of American comfort. The 1985 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale Brougham Coupe. In a world where most classics have been modified, neglected, or forgotten, this one stands tall as a pristine example of originality and pride of ownership. One owner, all original, and showing just 63,000 genuine miles. This Delta 88 is the definition of time capsule. Under the hood, it carries the classic Oldsmobile 5.0-liter V8, paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, breathing through a 4-barrel carburetor. It's smooth, reliable, and quintessentially Oldsmobile, built not for racing, but for gliding down the road with effortless grace. And that's exactly what this car does best. The seller describes it as running and handling excellently, with a ride quality so smooth it reminds you why Oldsmobile earned its reputation as GM's gentleman's car. Visually, this car is stunning, finished in a beautiful gold exterior that shines like it rolled straight off the showroom floor. The paint is rated at a 9+/10, and the same can be said for the interior, a plush, perfectly preserved time machine of mid-80s luxury. From the power windows and locks to the 6-way power seats, everything inside screams comfort and craftsmanship. The air conditioning blows cold, freshly converted to R134A Freon, and both the engine bay and trunk are spotless, showing the kind of meticulous care that only a lifelong owner can provide. Mechanically, it's turnkey ready. Recent maintenance includes a fresh oil change, brand new shocks, and 4 new tires, ensuring that this 40-year-old cruiser rides as confidently as it looks. It's clear that every detail has been attended to, backed by service records dating back to 2008, and the original books and manuals still accompanying the car. Inside, the Delta 88 feels like a warm handshake from another era. Soft seats, smooth dials, that faint scent of vintage upholstery. It's a car that doesn't shout for attention. It earns it quietly through elegance, authenticity, and condition. With a clean title, current registration through June 2026, and no apologies needed anywhere, this Oldsmobile is more than just a car. It's a piece of preserved history. Whether you're a collector, a nostalgic driver, or simply someone who appreciates the enduring charm of classic American design, this 1985 Delta 88 Royale Brougham Coupe is ready to impress. A true garage-kept gem, 40 years old and still looking brand new. This Oldsmobile is proof that when you care for something the right way, time only makes it more beautiful. Number 5. The 1979 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S Coupe 2D, listed at $14,000 and located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here we have a truly classic American coupe, the 1979 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S, a car that captures the style and grace of late 70s SGM design. This particular Cutlass has lived his entire life under the warm sun of New Mexico, and that means one thing every collector wants to hear: no rust. It's been garage kept most of its life, showing just over 100,000 miles. It remains a remarkably preserved survivor from an era when cars were built to cruise. Powered by Oldsmobile's smooth-running V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, this Cutlass delivers a kind of comfortable, confident drive that made it one of the best-selling coupes of its decade. It starts right up, runs and drives just as it should, and feels every bit as solid as the day it left the factory. This isn't a trailer queen. It's a driver's classic, meant to be enjoyed on the open road while turning heads at every stoplight. From the outside, the car retains its authentic late 70s styling, long, sculpted body lines, chrome accents, and that unmistakable Oldsmobile front end that defined luxury for the working man. Every emblem and trim piece stays with the car, as the seller firmly notes. The emblems aren't for sale separately, because they're part of what makes this Cutlass complete. Inside, the Cutlass Supreme continues to live up to its name. Plush seats, a driver-focused dashboard, and a clean, classic layout remind you of a time when personal luxury coupes were a symbol of success and taste. There's a certain quiet dignity about this car. No flashy modifications, no aftermarket noise, just honest originality and pride of ownership. The seller keeps things simple. Cash only, no trades, no payment apps, and serious buyers only. That's fitting, because this isn't just a transaction. It's an opportunity to own a piece of late 70s Americana, one that survived the decades in remarkable shape thanks to careful ownership and a rust-free desert climate. For collectors, enthusiasts, or anyone who just appreciates the charm of classic GM engineering, this 1979 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S Coupe is a shining example of why these cars still have such a loyal following. It's clean, solid, and ready for its next caretaker, a timeless cruiser from a golden age of American style. Number 6. The 1977 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe 2D, listed at $9,500 and located in Belleville, Texas. Here's a piece of American performance heritage that needs no introduction. The 1977 Chevrolet Corvette, a timeless T-top coupe that still carries all the swagger and attitude that made a dream car of its era. This particular example, finished in that unmistakable late 70s Corvette silhouette, comes from Belleville, Texas, and it's ready to hit the road again after a long rest and storage. After sitting in a shop for several years, this classic has just been revived and refreshed with all new fluids, tires, a fresh tune-up, and a new battery. It's back to running, shifting, and stopping the way a Corvette should. The seller notes that it hasn't seen any long-distance trips yet, but for local drives, it's already performing confidently. This one's a survivor, unmodified, all original, and still wearing its authentic 1970s style proudly. Under the hood, you'll find Chevrolet's signature V8 power paired to an automatic transmission, delivering that unmistakable small block rumble and effortless highway pull. It's not a fully restored show car yet. The seller describes it as a partial project, but it's a strong foundation for anyone wanting to own and enjoy a genuine classic Corvette without diving into a full rebuild. A few minor leaks and cosmetic imperfections remind you that this beauty has lived a full life, but the essentials are solid. It runs, drives, and stops just as it should. The paint is older but still shines with plenty of presence. The interior is complete, and the T-tops make it ready for those open-air weekend cruises. The odometer shows 17,818 miles, though it may have rolled over once, typical for a car this vintage. And the seller holds a clean Texas title ready for the next owner. What makes this 1977 Corvette special isn't perfection. It's authenticity. It's the kind of car that connects you directly to a golden era of American design, when fiberglass bodies, chrome accents, and low-slung power define the sports car dream. Whether you're looking to restore it, personalize it, or just enjoy it as is, this car offers incredible value and unmistakable presence for under 10 grand. For anyone who's ever dreamed of owning a classic C3 Corvette, this Belleville find is your chance to do it the right way. A true, unmolested survivor that's already back on its feet and waiting for its next adventure. Number 7. The 1973 Chrysler New Yorker Sedan 4D, priced at $10,000 and located in Nephi, Utah. Here's a rolling statement of American luxury from the golden age of comfort. The 1973 Chrysler New Yorker, a full-size sedan that still embodies everything Chrysler stood for in the early 1970s. Bold design, quiet power, and unmatched presence on the road. This particular New Yorker, located in Nephi, Utah, is a rare survivor, completely original, beautifully preserved, and still carrying the kind of dignity that modern cars can only dream of. With just 88,000 miles on the odometer, this sedan has lived a pampered life. The current owner purchased it directly from the original buyer, making it effectively a two-owner car with an unbroken history of care. It spent most of its days under the warm Arizona sun, far from harsh winters and road salt, which explains why it still wears its factory body panels and trimmed proudly, with only minimal rust. An impressive feat for a vehicle that's more than 50 years old. The vinyl top, a signature feature of Chrysler's luxury lineup at the time, is in exceptional condition. No cracks, no fading, just that deep, rich finish that tells you this car has been loved, not neglected. Beneath that long hood lies Chrysler's legendary big block V8, paired with an automatic transmission that delivers smooth, effortless cruising. The kind of ride where you barely feel the road, just a steady hum of American power. Step inside, and it's like traveling back to 1973. The interior remains original, with plush seats, expansive dashboard, and chrome details that gleam like jewelry. This is not just a car, it's a time capsule, one that still smells faintly of the materials and craftsmanship of its era. Every detail, from the hood ornament to the soft-closed doors, speaks of a time when luxury meant size, silence, and style. This New Yorker doesn't need to shout to make an impression. It's a car that commands attention through presence alone, the kind of full-bodied American sedan that ruled the highways when gas was cheap and elegance was measured in chrome and wheelbase. For $10,000, this Chrysler offers more than just metal. It offers a slice of history, preserved and ready to glide into its next chapter. A true survivor, one-owner provenance, original condition, and that unmistakable 70s charm, all wrapped in one stately, commanding package. Number 8. The 1964 Cadillac Fleetwood Sedan 4D, priced at $10,500 and located in Ashland, Virginia. From an era when American luxury meant sheer size, elegance, and authority, this 1964 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 60 stands tall as a symbol of grace and presence. Located in Ashland, Virginia, this four-door giant isn't just a car. It's a statement on wheels. With 83,907 original miles, it's powered by Cadillac's massive 429 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission that delivers that signature, effortless glide these Fleetwoods were famous for. This example is more than a relic. It's been brought into the modern era with thoughtful updates while preserving its original character. Under the hood sits a Holley Sniper EFI system, ensuring reliable, smooth performance every time you turn the key. It's been treated to a host of new components, from plugs, wires, and a fresh thermostat to a complete automatic transmission service with new fluid and filter. Every inch of suspension and braking system has been addressed, featuring new shocks, lowering springs, sway bar links, radius arm bushings, brake lines, and wheel cylinders. The drums and shoes remain solid, and though the tires are balanced, the owner notes they've aged, a small detail in an otherwise well-sorted mechanical package. This Fleetwood doesn't just idle like a dream. It runs, drives, and steers beautifully, with the kind of road presence that turns heads even before the chrome catches the sun. And if you like your Cadillacs to sound as good as they look, this one's been given a touch of attitude. The muffler has been cut out and replaced with a straight pipe, letting that big V8 breathe and roar like it should. Step inside, and you'll find an interior that's largely original, with most pieces intact except for the missing headliner and trunk lining. But here's the kicker. All power accessories work. That's right. All 8 power windows glide up and down, and the power seat moves smoothly, a testament to Cadillac's over-engineered quality at the time. The car is even wired for a stereo system, ready for a modern touch if the next owner wants to add one. The current owner is parting with this beauty reluctantly, due to an upcoming surgery and financial considerations, making this a rare opportunity to grab a tastefully updated, mechanically sound Fleetwood for a fair price. At $10,500 or best offer, this isn't just a Cadillac. It's the kind of American classic that defines the word presence. A low, sleek cruiser that floats down the road with power, confidence, and soul. A luxury sedan that still carries a heartbeat of the 1960s in every mile. Number 9. The 1989 Cadillac Brougham Sedan 4D. priced at $17,750, and located in Costa Mesa, California. There's something special about the late 80s Cadillac Brougham, the last of the true, full-size, rear-wheel drive American luxury sedans. And this 1989 Cadillac Brougham, finished in its original factory paint, is an immaculate survivor that captures that final golden age of chrome, comfort, and commanding presence. With just 69,000 original miles on the clock and a clean title, this beauty has spent its years in careful hands. The paint gleams like it just rolled out of the showroom. The chrome trim sparkles without a hint of pitting, and the original vinyl top, often a weak point on cars of this era, remains pristine, soft, and perfectly preserved. Step inside, and it's like stepping back in time. All original leather upholstery that still looks and feels supple, a crack-free dash, and a flawless headliner that speaks to years of indoor storage and proper care. Under the hood sits Cadillac's 5.0-liter V8, recently treated to a fresh carburetor rebuild, along with new tires, a transmission service, oil change, and full brake service. This Brougham doesn't just look good. It runs and drives beautifully, smooth and composed, just as a Cadillac should. It even passed smog in October 2025, a clear sign that this Caddy isn't just for display. It's ready for the open boulevard. Every feature works the way it was meant to back in 1989. Power seats, mirrors, windows, antenna, and even the original radio and speakers all function flawlessly. The AC still blows cold, though it hums a little, a minor quirk in an otherwise mechanically confident cruiser. The turn signals, headlights, brake lights, and high beams all shine bright, and the car remains completely rust-free, a rarity even in California. It's clear this Cadillac wasn't just owned, it was cherished. The combination of untouched originality, documented care, and smooth operation makes it one of the cleanest examples of the Brougham left on the road today. At $17,750, this isn't just another old luxury car. It's a rolling time capsule, a piece of American elegance from an era when comfort ruled and chrome reigned supreme. In a world of digital dashboards and synthetic driving experiences, the '89 Brougham reminds us what it means to float on the road, not just drive it. Number 10. The 1967 Dodge Coronet 440, listed for $19,500 and located in Hartwell, Georgia. If you're after a clean slice of Mopar history that's both authentic and easy to live with, this 1967 Dodge Coronet 440 might be exactly what you're looking for. Finished in dark green and powered by the original 318 V8, this Dodge blends everyday usability with that unmistakable late 60s muscle car presence. The seller notes that the car runs and drives great, thanks to a list of recent mechanical updates, including a new fuel tank, pump, and carburetor, making a confident driver rather than just a showpiece. It's equipped with factory air conditioning and power steering, two comfort options that add real value and make this Coronet a pleasure to cruise in. This particular example shows 64,000 miles, and while the seller admits it's not perfect, the body tells another story. Laser straight panels, a clean undercarriage, and zero rust, which is impressive for a car that's nearly 6 decades old. The interior is exceptionally well kept, a time capsule late 60s Dodge design, showing pride in ownership and care throughout. From every angle, this Coronet looks ready to hit the road, or the local car show. Its stance is classic and honest, with just enough presence to remind you of its muscle lineage without shouting about it. And if you're looking for flexibility, the seller's open to possibilities. $19,500 or trade for other classic cars or trucks, and even offers delivery anywhere in the lower 48 states. A thoughtful bonus for serious buyers. So whether you're chasing a clean, dependable classic for weekend drives or a solid base for a future 440 or Hemi swap, this 1967 Dodge Coronet 440 delivers old-school charm, authentic Mopar DNA, and the kind of condition that's getting harder to find every year. Number 11. The 1974 Thunderbird, listed at $4,000 and located in Picture Rocks. Here's one for the purists. a 1974 Thunderbird packing the legendary Thunderjet 429 big block V8, an engine that defined Ford's luxury performance edge at the dawn of the 70s. This is a car that blends muscle car muscle with personal luxury coupe comfort, a highway cruiser with a growl under the hood. According to the seller, this T-Bird runs great and fires up instantly, even after sitting. It's equipped with factory air conditioning and was fully loaded from the factory, offering all the comforts Ford had to give at the time. With 43,000 miles on the odometer, it's a genuine survivor that still carries plenty of its original spirit. Now, like many half-century-old machines, it's got a few needs. The transmission leaks fluid heavily, likely from a worn gasket, meaning it will need to be towed until repaired. But once it's topped off, the seller says it drives beautifully, gliding down the road just as a Thunderbird should, smooth, powerful, and effortlessly comfortable. Cosmetically, it's in solid condition with no major rust, just some surface rust where the vinyl top used to be, which is typical for these models. The body lines are straight, and with a new vinyl roof and a little love, this car could easily turn heads again. It comes with a trunk full of new parts, including a brand new $200 battery, a $600 radiator, and a $500 Edelbrock carburetor, meaning much of the hard work has already been invested. The seller is firm on the $4,000 price tag, which makes sense given what's included. For that money, you're getting a rare, rust-free 429 big block Thunderbird, one that runs, starts easily, and just needs a transmission seal and a tow to become a reliable weekend cruiser again. Turn the key and she flies like a bird, as the seller puts it. And with that big 429 under the hood, there's no doubt she still can. Number 12. The 1953 Chevrolet 210 sedan, listed at $7,500 and located in Reedsport. Now here's a piece of pure 1950s Americana, a 1953 Chevrolet 210 sedan, wherein it's aged proudly and still ready to roll down the road with that unmistakable vintage charm. Priced at $7,500, this classic Chevy captures the simplicity and elegance of post-war motoring, a time when chrome gleamed brighter, curves were bolder, and a Sunday drive was a small event of its own. Under the hood sits Chevrolet's dependable inline six-cylinder engine, still running on its original 6-volt electrical system, a nod to just how original and unmodified this car remains. According to the seller, the engine has been rebuilt by the previous owner, and it runs well, giving you that smooth, steady hum only a straight 6 can deliver. Paired with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column, or what enthusiasts call 3 on the tree, this sedan keeps the driving experience wonderfully old school. For a car that's over 70 years old, the condition is described as good for its age, and that alone says a lot. It's not a showroom queen, but rather a solid survivor that's aged gracefully, showing off its original lines and charm. The seller notes it needs a little brake work, but aside from that, it's a good driver, meaning you can cruise it with just a bit of mechanical attention. This 53 Chevy 210 represents an era before muscle cars and modern conveniences, when style and simplicity ruled the road. The wide chrome grille, rounded fenders, and two-door profile make it instantly recognizable as one of Chevrolet's most beloved post-war designs. The seller keeps it simple. Calls and emails only, no texts, proof that this deal is as classic as the car itself. So if you've been looking for an entry into vintage motoring, something you can enjoy as is or restore at your own pace, this 1953 Chevrolet 210 sedan might just be the perfect starting point. It's a humble, honest car, built to last, and still going strong after 7 decades on the road. Number 13. The 1965 Ford Mustang, listed at $9,800 and located in Santa Rosa. Here's a piece of pure American legend, the 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe, finished in its original poppy red, the same bright hue that turned heads 6 decades ago when the Mustang first galloped onto the scene. Priced at just $9,800, this pony car captured the essence of the era when Ford redefined style, speed, and freedom in one sleek, affordable package. Under the hood, This classic runs a 200 cubic inch inline-six engine, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, a setup that offers that wonderfully mechanical, engaging drive that modern cars can't replicate. The seller notes that the car runs and drives well, and is genuinely fun to drive, with both the engine and transmission in good working order. This is the kind of Mustang that loves weekend cruises, smooth, simple, and full of nostalgic charm. The exterior, though showing a few light scratches, still presents well, keeping its vintage character intact. Inside, the interior is clean and comfortable with no rips in the seats. Just a few items that could use some attention, like a new dash pad and door panels. It's not a fully restored show car, but rather a well-loved survivor, authentic and ready for someone who appreciates originality over perfection. And here's the best part. This Mustang comes with some original documents from 1965, including oil change and tire rotation records, offering a paper trail that ties it directly back to its early years on the road. It's a little glimpse into its history, showing the kind of care that keeps a classic like this alive and kicking. The seller mentions no major rust issues, a big plus for a car this age, and confirms that all lights and turn signals work. The tires are in good shape, and it comes with a clean title in hand, making it ready for the next chapter of its journey. In short, this 1965 Mustang isn't a high-dollar, museum-perfect car. It's something better. It's an honest, well-maintained classic, one that still delivers the same driving joy that made America fall in love with the Mustang in the first place. So, if you ever dreamed of owning that iconic first-generation Mustang, the one that started it all, this might just be your moment. Number 14, the 1966 Ford Mustang, listed at $1,500 and located in Edmonds. Now here's something you don't see every day. A springtime yellow 1966 Ford Mustang that's seen better days, but still hold a world of potential. Priced at just $1,500. This isn't a polished showpiece. It's a project car, or perhaps better yet, a parts treasure chest for anyone restoring a classic Mustang. Still, for the right enthusiast with vision and patience, this could be the starting point for bringing an icon back to life. Underneath the hood sits the original 200 cubic inch inline-six engine, paired with an automatic transmission. Ford dependable setup from an era when Mustangs were as simple as they were stylish. The car is largely complete, which is a big deal for anyone who's tried to source vintage Mustang parts lately. From seats in great shape to trim pieces, glass, bumpers, lights, switches, and even much of the interior, this Mustang carries everything you need to breathe new life into a restoration project or to finish another build that's missing the hard-to-find components. Of course, it's not without its challenges. The floorboards and rear quarter panels show rust, and it'll take serious effort, and probably a good welder, to make it roadworthy again. But as the seller points out, it's an honest, all-there survivor that could easily become a donor car for another project or a labor of love for someone who enjoys reviving these American classics from the ground up. The springtime yellow paint, now faded with age, hints at the car's once bright personality, a cheerful, timeless hue that helped define the Mustang's carefree 1960s spirit. You can almost picture it shining on a summer day, chrome sparkling, engine humming, back when it was new and the open road was calling. For now, though, it's resting, waiting for a restorer with vision, time, and the desire to turn back the clock. The seller even mentions having a collection of additional six-cylinder parts, which could make this an especially valuable find for Mustang builders or collectors looking for OEM components. At the end of the day, this isn't about instant gratification. It's about preserving a piece of history. Whether you part out, rebuild it, or simply keep it for spares, this 1966 Mustang offers a rare opportunity to own a slice of classic Americana at a price that's almost impossible to find today. Number 15, the 1979 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, listed at $4,000 and located in Seattle. Here's a story about vision and about a man who set out to build a muscle car Cadillac never made. This 1979 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, once a symbol of American luxury, was reimagined as a what-if project. What if Cadillac had entered the muscle car game? Priced at $4,000, it's more than just a car. It's a dream pause mid-project, waiting for someone new to finish what was started. Underneath, it's long, elegant, and beats the heart of a big block Cadillac V8, originally part of an ambitious personal build by its owner, now 79 years old, who poured years of work and creativity into transforming this full-size cruiser into a powerful street machine. The car ran beautifully, he recalls, until one day a clanking sound came from the oil pan. The engine still holds 60 pounds of oil pressure and continues to run strong without any loss of power, but something is loose down below. Rather than risk it, he decided to pause the project, and time, as it does, caught up. Now, the Cadillac has been sitting for several years, but the bones are all there. The deal even includes an engine lift and engine stand, both brand new in the box, ready for the next owner to finally pull that motor and uncover the mystery. On top of that, you'll get 4 brand new unmounted tires, a sign that this car was meant to hit the road again, not collect dust. This is a neglected beater. It's a carefully built machine with a documented past. The seller points you toward the CadillacMagazine.com forum in the Big Block Cadillac section, where his build Fred 79 CDV for 125 out, 500 in by Doc Zinger chronicles a journey from concept to creation. It's a glimpse into craftsmanship, passion, and engineering that went into reimagining what a Cadillac could be. The Coupe de Ville itself remains a striking presence, long, low, and unapologetically bold. It's a car from an era when comfort met power, when a Cadillac on the street meant status, and when V8 torque was king. Even in its current state, it holds the potential for rebirth, a project with all the makings of something truly unique. For the right buyer, this isn't just an old car with an engine noise. It's an opportunity to carry forward a legacy, to pick up where one builder left off, and to finish the Cadillac that dared to dream beyond luxury.